Do you know why your iPhone starts to slow down after 2 years? Or anytime you use the Apple product for a long time, you feel like you need to replace it?
The fact that they used to make products that would just last forever. They would make products that would last years and years and years and years because the intention wasn't for the product to break, so that...
My husband and I were talking this morning about planned obsolescence, and the reason I brought it up to him, he's not a political guy, but we were talking about the 20-25% tariffs and how that's going to bring us back to the time back in the 1970s where people, things were expensive, and instead...
All right, so what does this light bulb and this 1965 Impala have in common? So on December 23rd, 1924, all the major light bulb manufacturers got together and created what was known as the Phoebus cartel.
Well, guys, here we go.
Sensational.
Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it is your first time here, please consider subscribing. I also like this video. It does really help my channel grow. Yes, sir! I really appreciate your support. So in today's video is the most diabolical video that you will watch.
The fact that they used to make products that would just last forever. They would make products that would last years and years and years and years because the intention wasn't for the product to break so that the consumer would have to buy a new one every year. But now, of course, they make the product so that it breaks within a year. And then you have to take your ass and buy a new whatever the fuck it is. Planned obsolescence. But bitch, that's really crazy to me because why wouldn't you just want to make the product last forever? Like, just raise the price of the product if you're gonna have it be of better quality and last longer. But to purposely make something bad quality so that it deteriorates over a certain amount of time is insane to me. Y'all get money. So why are you making products that are gonna break down over time? Bitch, make good products so that they don't have to be replaced. Like, it's... They used to make shit that would last forever on purpose. Now they make shit that's gonna break within a year on purpose. Goodbye.
So guys, like you saw on the first video, planned obsolescence. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but excuse my English, but...
Sure.
That was a plan created, you know, intentionally, that products breaks. That's why whenever you buy anything you buy, you know it's gonna last you maybe a year, 2 years. After that, it's going to break. Because they just want you to buy another one, or they just want you to buy parts for that product, whatever it is. You know, that way the company makes more money.
These ain't opinions. These are facts.
This is very diabolical. That's the only way to put it. Very diabolical, you know. Companies to make stuff, you know, that breaks really fast. You know, that way they could make more money. So it is freaking ridiculous.
Language.
It's crazy. And the government, they just don't care. Company nowadays, they don't care about consumers. They don't care about people. They just care about dollar signs.
My husband and I were talking this morning about planned obsolescence, and the reason I brought it up to him, he's not a political guy, but we were talking about the 20-25% tariffs and how that's going to bring us back to the time back in the 1970s where people, things were expensive, and instead of buying something new, what a lot of people did was they fixed their own things, or they went to a repair shop to get things fixed. The issue is a lot of people don't know how to fix things. Like our neighbors, I see posts on our neighborhood Facebook page. Hey, I need somebody to replace my toilet lid. I need somebody to hang a curtain rod. Just ridiculous stuff. And he and I are both fixers. I out of necessity, I was really poor, and if you wanted something, when you buy it, and it breaks, you either fix it, learn how to fix it, or you don't have it anymore. And I was really good at fixing things, and certain things that I wanted that were not electronics, I just learned how to make myself. I wanted a pretty little dress for my doll, I made the pretty little dress for my doll.
That's one of the ways, you know, I learned myself how to fix stuff. I always been obsessed like how thing works. Maybe call me a nerd, whatever you want to call me, but I always like to see how thing works. And being poor, like this lady was saying, you know, it forces you to learn how to fix the stuff. It push you to learn how to fix it, because if you don't have the money, you're gonna find a way to fix it. You're gonna figure it out how to fix it, and that's the way it is. You know, with us poor people. You know, we learn stuff, but when you have the money, you just throw it on the garbage and get a new one.
Wait, what?
I wanted a dollhouse, I made the dollhouse. So, you know, that kind of thing. And his situation is he just loves fixing and learning how things work, and he's just a really handy guy. So we're kind of old school in that way in our neighborhood. So we were talking about that, and he's like, well, you know what? It's going to be a problem for people because, yeah, you can learn how to fix it, but what are you going to do if you don't have the tools to fix it? And most people don't have the tools. So they're going to have to borrow the tools and buy them. And a lot of times you just don't want to buy a tool for just one fix. And we happen to have all those tools at our house. So I said to him, I guess we're going to be pretty busy next year with all our neighbors either borrowing stuff or wanting to borrow our time when things break down. And he goes, nope. I'm not spending my time with those people. And considering that I know who most of these people voted for, I guess this is another one of those fuck around and find out moments. Yeah, you don't know how to fix it. Very few people out there know how to fix things anymore. And guess what? You're going to have a nice 20%, 25% fee for not knowing how to do things yourself.
I am the type of guy that, like I said, I love fixing stuff. I love working on cars or doing, you know, anything around the house. And like she said, if I'm going to fix something, let's say I need a screwdriver and I don't have the screwdriver. I'm one of those person that I go to the store and I buy the screwdriver, even though I'm just gonna use it once, but I know for the future I have the screwdriver, so I don't have to buy it again. I don't have to borrow from my neighbor. I am the type of person that I hate asking for favors, and I hate asking other people to borrow their tools.
Are you sure about that?
So I just buy it. I got my garage full of all the tools that you think I have it. If I don't have it and I need it, I just go buy it, because you buy it now, but in the future you will need it and you will use it again. So I always have it there.
Do you know why your iPhone starts to slow down after 2 years? Or anytime you use the Apple product for a long time, you feel like you need to replace it? That's because of planned obsolescence. Planned obsolescence is the act of giving a product a limited lifetime so that you, the consumer, will need to replace it soon. If Apple wanted to, they could make their iPhones last years, but they purposely shorten the lifespan so you can buy another one. That's how a lot of businesses are able to make their money. If you're a business owner, do you think that's a smart idea? Let me know in the comments down below. If you learned something new, follow me for more finance tips.
Talking about Apple products. Like this young lady was saying, you know, they make the iPhone, they make it so that you have to replace it like every year. And they come out with a new iPhone like every month. It is ridiculous the way, you know, they're going. Right now, at the time filming this video, they have the iPhone 17. iPhone 17 came out. And one of the ways, I'm gonna tell you something that I learned over the years. So listen to this. One of the ways they make you buy another iPhone is every time they do an update on your iPhone, you know, they make the update bigger. So you run out of space on your iPhone. Huh? So if you have let's say 128 gigabyte storage on your iPhone, once you start downloading all the apps and all that, and then they roll out this update, you know, the update is bigger, so it's gonna make your space, your storage space shorter, smaller. So every time you do an update, you have less and less space. Eventually, you're gonna run out of space, and then you have to buy a new phone. So that's how they get you. It's very diabolical.
Wow, bro. That's crazy.
What this company do for money.
I like money.
They are freaking greedy.
All right, so what does this light bulb and this 1965 Impala have in common? So on December 23rd, 1924, all the major light bulb manufacturers got together and created what was known as the Phoebus cartel, the light bulb cartel. They created this cartel because the light bulbs were lasting such a long period of time that they were losing money. Their profits went down, down, down. They got together, signed up.
I heard about this a long time ago, about the light bulbs, that the light bulbs, they used to last for ever and ever and ever, and they were losing a lot of money. And that's how everything, started until today. They just want to squeeze you like a lemon and get every penny out of your pockets.
The next thing you're about to see is get up out of here before I come with some more in your mouth. Last scene.
An agreement that their light bulbs would only last 1,000 hours. And they had to submit light bulbs to an outside organization to be tested. And if they failed the test, they would have to pay a fine to the rest of the organization. That was the beginning of planned obsolescence. They could make a light bulb that would last 25,000 hours. There's actually one in a firehouse, I believe in California, that's been burning for like 115 years. So totally possible, but you lose money when you manufacture something that lasts for 115 years. All right, GM, a fine Chevy Impala behind us. In the late 1920s, the CEO Alfred P. Sloan decided his company would fabricate demand. He's quoted as saying in his book, the changes in new models should be so novel and attractive as to create demand. So a new model, that way everybody knows you're driving a 1965 and not a 1964. So when we talk about things don't last as long as they used to, it's planned obsolescence. They're not manufactured or engineered in such a way to last forever. They could, absolutely. Unfortunately, that's the world we live in. But that's where it all started, with the light bulb lasting too long.
So, guys, now you know everything started with the freaking light bulbs.
Wow.
The light bulb companies, they started this freaking whole mess. And like he was saying, car manufacturer, what they do, every year they just change a little something on your car. Let's say you buy a 2025 BMW. 2025 BMW, brand new. And then 2026 comes around. And what are they going to do? They're going to change something on the new 2026.
Who does that?
I see it all the time because I pay attention to the cars all the time. I am a car guy and I see it. Let's say on the new 2026, what are they going to do? They're going to change the front headlights, or they're going to change the back tail lights.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
That's what they do. Front and back tail lights, they just change it. They make a new design and pretty much make you go and trade in your brand new car for another one just because they changed the headlights.
It's funny because it's true.
And they changed the tail lights. Because just by the tail light, like this guy was saying, people, they're gonna know, oh, that's the new 2026 BMW. So who cares?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
Don't go out and spend money on a brand new car. Learn your lesson. Don't do it. They just want you to spend more money and more money.
Shut up and take my money.
Trade it in your car perfectly perfectly good running vehicle for a new one just because they decide to change the headlights.
Boy, you crazy.
It's very stupid. Us, we learn by our mistakes. So guys, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video. Remember, we are going to be doing an Amazon $50 Amazon gift card in the future once we reach 2,500 subscribers. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also like this video, and see you guys on the next video. Thank you for your support.